Welcome back to our journey through the first 50 Linux commands. Last time we helped Sarah figure out where she was in the system using pwd. But knowing where you're standing isn't quite enough, is it? Now she needs to know what's actually around her, what files, what folders, what's hiding in this directory. And for that, we need a brand new two-letter friend, ls. So what does ls actually do? Picture Sarah standing in her kitchen looking at a closed drawer. She has no idea what's inside. Maybe spoons, maybe forks, maybe that mystery utensil from 2003 nobody can name. Typing ls is exactly like pulling that drawer open. The terminal reveals everything in the current folder without changing a thing. And here's the encouraging part. Once you've got pwd for where and ls for what, you're already 80% of the way through beginner navigation. All right, time for Sarah and you to actually try it. Open your terminal, type the letter L, then the letter S, and press Enter. That's it. What comes back is a list of names, kind of like the ones you see here: desktop, documents, downloads, music, and so on. Your list will almost certainly look different, and that's completely normal. Every home folder has its own personality. Now, looking at that list, Sarah notices something. Some names are files, some are folders, but how can you actually tell them apart? There are three little visual clues to watch for. Most terminals use color. Blue or cyan usually means a folder, while plain white or gray is a file. Some setups add a slash at the end of folder names, like documents with a trailing forward slash. And finally, extensions, things ending in .txt or .jpg, are almost always files. If none of that feels clear on your screen, don't worry. There's a foolproof trick coming up next that forces the terminal to show you exactly what's what. And that foolproof trick is actually one of three options that transform ls from useful into magical. Now, ls has dozens of options, but Sarah only needs three to start. First, L gives a long, detailed listing with sizes, owners, and dates. Then, R reveals all the hidden files, the ones starting with a dot where configurations quietly live. And he makes file sizes human-readable, so you see 4.5K instead of some confusing byte count. Here's the real magic, though. Combine all three as L's law, and you've got the universal spell that experienced Linux users type without even thinking. Let's see that spell in action. Meet Tom. He downloaded a presentation last week, but the file name? Completely gone from memory. So he hops into his downloads folder and runs ls law. Suddenly everything's laid out. A PDF from May 14th, a video from the 19th, and right in the middle, conference slides.ptx, 18 megabytes, modified May 16th. That's the one. No guessing, no clicking around, just one little command, and the answer is right there. Now, before we move on, there's one little trap worth knowing about, and almost every beginner falls into it at least once. You run ls in your home folder and nothing. Empty? Not quite. Linux quietly hides any file whose name starts with a dot, things like .bashirk or /sheesh, to keep your view tidy. The fix is wonderfully simple. Just add day, type ls a, and suddenly all those hidden helpers appear, exactly where they've been all along. Here's something beautiful about ls. It almost never works alone. Think of it as a team player that pairs naturally with other commands. First, there's pwd and ls, the classic where and what combo we've already started using. Then cd and ls, step into a folder, then peek inside. That's the go and look pattern you'll use every single day. And later on, when folders get crowded, you'll pipe ls into grep to filter the noise and find exactly what you need. Now it's your turn, and this is where the learning really sticks. Open your terminal and try three tiny exercises, about 5 minutes total. First, just type ls and notice what shows up. Probably familiar folders like desktop or documents. Then try also and watch a whole crowd of hidden files appear, all starting with a dot. Finally, the magic spell, ls law. Hidden files, permissions, human-readable sizes, and dates, all in one view. Type them, don't just read them. That's how your fingers start to remember. And just like that, Lesson 2 is complete. You now have 2 commands in your toolkit. PWD tells you where you are and ULC shows you what's there. Those are the 2 foundational questions of any terminal, and you can answer both. Next up is CD, change directory, the command that finally lets you move between folders. 3 little letters, 3 real superpowers. See you in Lesson 3.